The well. My heart thudded in my chest, wanting out, threatening to come out. I tried to hold my breath, didn't want my breath to reveal my place. Could he find me here? Was I hidden properly? Salty tears rolled down my eyes, and I wiped them hastily. I had to get away. I had seen what they had done to people like me. My eyes darted from side to side, trying to look past the stone well I hid behind. It was dark all around me. The only luminous was that of the full moon. "I saw that brown thing run this way!" The shouting of men and their blazing fire torches almost made me jump from my hiding spot. My heart beat like mad, a wild frenzy. They were here. I was doomed after all. If they saw my skin... No escape was in view. Not this time. Coming here had been a mistake, my last mistake. If I was to die, it would not be as a coward. But I was not going to die, I told myself. I quickly got up and made a quick decision, the only one I could make. Jump into the well and perhaps wait to escape, or surely die by the hands of fire. Decision was simple. The well. I jumped in. The rushing of air as I fell into this unused well pushed at my face. Darkness completely engulfed me. My eyes were blind and it seemed a long descent down the well. Wham! The back of my head hit a jutting stone and almost immediately I was out. But not before I could swear I saw a speck of light glowing as I fell. What was that? My groggy mind tried to wake me up. I lay on my back and the cool ground gave me no comfort. Wait, on my back? In a swift moment, my eyes tried to open themselves, but I couldn't see. My hand grabbed for my eyes, and I realized there was a piece of cloth on it. I promptly removed it. Light flooded into my eyes, and I blinked until they adjusted. What? A face popped into view. Hello. Abruptly, I sat up once again, getting accustomed to the wild, loud beating of my heart. I stared at the stranger. White skin. He stared back curiously. What was going on? Are you feeling okay? I didn't respond. He seemed to be speaking English. But why was I in a room after jumping down a well? Was I captured again? It was an odd room with wooden floors and all the furniture seemed to sit lower to the ground. Rugs of rich color lined the floors and screamed luxurious. I looked back at the stranger, then looked away, for it was embarrassing the way he stared. Do you know what I am saying? This was pitiful. Yes, I do. My cheeks flushed scarlet, and I tried to compose myself. Where was this place? Was I dreaming? Was that why this white skin was being nice to me? Maybe he had some reason. He looked at me. Oh, I thought you didn't, because I kept speaking to you and you looked confused. I didn't say anything. Let him ponder in silence. He smiled at me. My eye twitched. You know you came here through a well? How did he know? So I wasn't hallucinating and had stumbled down the well. I had to be cautious until I could make sense of what was going on. No place here was safe if you looked like me. Yes, and where is here? Kashura. He smiled, tilting his head. Suddenly his eyes brightened. Oh, I'll go get my mother. She told me to get you when you woke up. I just stared at him as he left. His backside was... I made myself look away. The moment he was gone through the sliding doors, I was up. I quickly surveyed my surroundings. Living a life as an orphan on the run had made me quick. I knew how to protect myself. I knew what I needed to survive. My eyes searched and analyzed. There was just one window. I went to it and peered outside. Lush green grass met my view, displayed in what looked like an elegant garden. A large pond was in the middle with lilies in it. I had only read about them in books. And there was a well. My head jerked at the sound of the door sliding open. I am Mikil. Two identical boys my age stood on the other side of the room. Mirror copies. One I recognized as the one whose face I'd woken up to. He had light blonde hair. The other was an exact duplicate, with molten gold for hair, though this one seemed more cautious. Both possessed the palest of skin. Purity it was associated with. I doubted it. What is your name? I didn't say anything. I asked for your name. The serious one asked me repeatedly, his lips stretching into a thin line. This boy seemed like he was a cat, waiting for the chance to pounce onto the mouse. I had no wish to be that mouse. I'm not telling you. I stalled for time. I had to get out of here. I just knew. Call it intuition. The kinder boy touched his angrier brother's arm to soothe him. How about we ask her later? Let her rest for a while. The kinder one's twin glared at him. You are too soft. He turned his intense green eyes onto me, making me feel like I was underneath laser scrutiny. Now, your name. I let out a small breath. I had no other options, and I was not thinking clearly. My mind demanded answers, so I just said my real name, my ethnic name. How stupid of me. Ilfen. There was a pause as I watched their eyes widen in surprise, in shock. Time stood still for a few moments, and then it was as if everything exploded at once. There was running, the dull sound of feet running on carpeted floors. The mean twin, Mikil he called himself, was glaring at me, and the next thing I knew, a sharp blade was jabbed towards my side. What? Only my deeply embedded dodging reactions saved my side. Plus, seeing my gut spilling out was not something I wanted to experience. Ever. Mikhail screamed at his brother in frustration that I was not dead. I told you we should have killed her. She came through our well, didn't she? And she had that name. Didn't the elders say this would happen? The kind one seemed to be somewhat on my side. But brother, she might not be. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't plan to stay and find out either. The small amount of distraction that the boys were in gave me my one and only chance to escape. I bounded all my energy into my legs and prepared to fly. Not literally. I jumped out the window, landed on all fours. I spotted a well. The well? My well? I hoped it was, because if it was not, I was stupidly jumping into a well and would probably drown and die. But if I stayed here, I would probably die anyway, so I would take my chances. The twin noticed that they were failing at their job. Their prisoner was escaping. File! Don't let her get away! Mother will kill us if she does. File, the kinder twin, hesitated, then ran after me. Mikhail was right behind him, but it was too late for them. I had reached the well. I grasped its cool rock sides. With one last look behind me, I jumped. But not before I could resist flashing a dazzling smile towards them. Just to annoy them. Into the well I leaped, feet first, and then the rest of my body followed pursuit. It felt as if I was gliding through weightless water. It felt like eternity gently being sucked into a dark hole, blind, deaf, waiting for the bottom. There was a light below me. First, a soft light, then a blinding light. Unexpectedly, my feet hit solid ground, sending waves of pain through the rest of my body. And I was at the bottom of another well. With hesitant steps, not knowing what to expect, I climbed up. My hands found natural notches in the cracked grey stones. I climbed out, to see I was back. Home. Familiar streets surrounded me, where just before I had been chased by an enraged mob. Now, Everything lay silent. I had just left one place I was prosecuted, only to go into another. I climbed out fully, stood silently. The feel of cold grey stone underneath my hands grounded me, told me that this was real. I looked down the well. It looked normal. Then I looked around me. Normal. Above me? Normal. Nothing seemed out of place. So my eyes drifted back into the deep darkness that resided in the well. So what had just happened? The end. I hope you liked my little story, and thank you for listening. Bye.